Hey everyone, it's me. Welcome back to Sobriety for Beginners, because I know that I am starting this whole thing all over again. Alcoholism, it's such a terrible disease. It tears someone down. It makes them do decisions that they wouldn't normally do. It rationalizes a lot of things that we wouldn't normally do or say or act, and but it turns me into like a second person, like a different personality, a whole other person in my life. And as soon as that person just gets just the tiniest little bit of alcohol, like, it will just turn on me. It makes my car drive into the nearest gas station to go get more alcohol. It makes me tell lies. It hurts the people that are around me. It makes me do things that I wouldn't normally do. And I try and stop it. I try and tell myself, like, I got this today. I'm good today. I don't need it today. But then, by 12 o'clock, I start thinking about it, like, oh, it wasn't really that bad. Someone got upset, and I may have said some things, or I may have done some things, and, the next day it just kind of gets brushed under the rug, and then, it just keeps going. And by 3 o'clock, I'm already planning out how I'm going to get my next drink. Where am I going to go? How quickly am I going to get it? What am I going to drink? And it just starts that cycle over again. And then once I have just a little bit, I tell myself, like, I'm just going to have a little bit to kind of just level myself off, just to make me feel better, to make my emotions go away, to make the guilt and shame of what I did the day prior go away. And, that first drink, kind of, when you first have it, like, you feel it kind of taking over your body, and like you can feel the warmness in your belly, and then all of a sudden you're telling yourself, like, it's not that bad, oh, it's been worse, I've had worse times, and this one time is not that big of a deal. And so then you have a second drink, and then all of a sudden you start thinking about, okay, now I need to get another one, and then mental obsession just takes over your mind, and that's all you think about. And it doesn't matter who you're lying to, where you're going. How am I going to get it? How am I going to get my next drink? And it's so hard to break that cycle. It's such a hard cycle to get out of, because once you start, you just can't stop. And it really just takes over everything. And then the people that are trying to help you, the people that have you in their best interest, and they're really trying to help fight this with you, they get hurt, and they get so disappointed, they get so upset, they get so discouraged, and you just keep beating them down. And I think that, like, oh, well, this day I got away with it, so why can't I get away with it the next day? And you just keep going for it, and it just gets worse, and it gets to the point that even the ones that are trying to help you are just throwing their hands up in the air, and they're like, I can't do this anymore. Like, your drinking is pushing me farther and farther away from you. And I know that when I am drinking, I push people away. I become so reclusive, and even the people that are in my everyday life, I get mad at them and resentful of them for stopping me drinking, or taking my keys away, or trying to keep me off the roads, trying to keep me safe. And you just get mad at them because they don't understand. They don't get it. And they just keep trying to rein you in, essentially. Stop you from drinking and driving, stopping you from making it worse, stopping you from drinking more, because they see what it's doing. They see what it's doing to me, to my family, to my kids, to my friends, and they can't control it, and they want to control it. And that's, codependency in a nutshell, really. they want to control me, and the more that they try to control me, the worse I get, and the more difficult I make it. And I just get to a point where I just want them out of my life because they're trying to stop me, and I'm finding ways to push them out further and further. And really they're just there because they're like generally trying to like support me and help me, but you're just getting in my way. You're just pissing me off more. You're just caging me in, and I can't do that. I can't handle that. I can't, but I can't trust myself. I know that I can't trust myself because I know that even if I just get a little ounce of freedom, just a little independence, I'm gonna go right back to it again. And it's hard to see them essentially like just tear myself down, and they're trying to help me. I don't want their help. I can do this on my own, right? I've done this a million times before. I know what I'm doing, and it just causes such a spike, or a stake rather, to be driven deeper between us, and it's ruining our relationships, and it really is causing them to become neurotic. They're always thinking like, is she drinking today? Where is she hiding it now? Is she going to be driving today? Do I trust her? Is she telling the truth? Is she lying? Because even though I am telling the truth, they still don't believe it, because I've told so many lies before in the past that it just doesn't, they don't believe it anymore. And it's so frustrating because I'm like, I'm actually really like seriously telling you the truth this time. Like this is like legit the truth, but it's not being heard. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. They don't know how to stop me. And it's hard because they can't stop me. They can try. They can do everything in their willpower to prevent it as much as possible, but I'm gonna keep doing it. And like, I'm trying to take a break from life. I'm trying to just do what I'm supposed to do for today. Like, I'm trying to like just go to work, be a good human being, maintain the good relationships that I have, trying to be a better person. But for some reason that alcohol just keeps sneaking in, and it just keeps finding a way to get back in my life, and then I end up stirring up old relationships that don't need to be stirred up, or talking to certain people that I really probably aren't the best for me, or inviting in all the wrong kind of relationships, without trying to repair the first ones I had. And it's the addictive mind. It's the addictive mind that we're trying to fill a void in our lives with all the things that we think make us happy. But how happy are we really? Are all these just empty things that are just making me feel good for the moment? Or are these actually truly things that are going to help me? And just like with alcohol, it makes me feel good for the moment, but then the next day, or even that night, the guilt kicks in. Like, why did I do this again? Why did I go back to this again? Like, why am I keep doing this? Why do I have to keep sneaking and hiding and living this double life? And why can't I just have the life that I had? Why can't I just be sober for today? Why can't I live that life of sobriety? Life was great when I wasn't drinking. Like, I actually had things going on. Like, I actually was being a good human being for once. And it's just hard, and I know like the first thing is just not drink, that's easy, but then it's like that emptiness that you have, the emptiness that you just carry because you're not drinking. And it's so hard to look at the wreckage of what you've caused because of the drinking, and it's hard to swallow that pill, and it's just so easy to drown it out. Like, it's so easy just to be like, not today, not dealing with this today. I I can't today. It's like having to wake up from a really bad dream, and the next day you have all these consequences of something that someone else did, and you have to live with that. It's like having someone with a dual personality. Like, they don't remember a lot of things that this other person did, or they have no recollection of it, but they have to deal with the consequence of it. And they're hard consequences, but you have to do it. You have to face it. You have to take it all in and take accountability of it. Which, other people do have to take their accountability as well. Like, they obviously were either adding fuel to the fire, or they acted out in anger, or they said something or did something because they were hurt. And so, there's always two sides to every story, but they wouldn't have done that if I hadn't drank. They wouldn't have said those things if I hadn't drank, or acted out in the way that they are if I didn't originally add the first problem to start. And I know people do it. Like, I hear so many stories of people that were just at their lowest, but it literally just had to take it moment by moment. Like, you just have to do the next right thing. It reminds me of the book Catcher in Rye, and the guy was talking to the main character. I can't think of his name right now. He had met a guy when he was out, kind of living his life, and the guy was telling him that, life is like when you have a dream and you're falling, and in your dreams you just keep falling until all of a sudden you wake up. There's no, you don't hit the ground, you don't hit the rock bottom or anything like that. You just keep falling. And that's how life is. And no matter how far down the scale you think you've gone, you can continue to keep falling. And you just have to know that, although things may seem like they're really bad right now, things can always get worse, and you're always going to be falling, and there's no waking up from that dream, and there's no hitting the ground, there's no stopping. Like, you just have to know that regardless of how bad you may feel today, things could always get worse, and you just have to stop it. You have to want to believe that things can get better, and you can make it better, and there's hope for it to get better. The beginning is just to stop the falling. Stop the bleeding, stop the descend that you're making, and start to make an actual ascend from it. You have to start coming out of it. You have to start bringing yourself back up again, and you have to start building yourself back up again. And right now, one of the things I'm really having trouble with is like my own confidence. Like, I just don't have confidence in myself right now. And to the world, it may seem like I've got all the confidence in the world, and I can put on that face, and I can wear that facade that I've got my shit straight right now, but I really don't. You just, you have to fake it till you make it, and you just have to keep pushing yourself, and you have to be good to yourself, and you have to tell yourself good things, and you just have to start building yourself back up again and believe in yourself again. Although not everybody else has a lot of belief in you right now. There's only one person that you should believe in, that should be you. I'm just struggling with that, and I don't know. It's just, I sound like, this whole video is just being like so depressive, but I have good things in my life, like I have things that do, genuinely make me happy, that do, fill that void somewhat. I've got some good people in my life that are, there to listen to me, there to be my shoulder to cry on. People that, genuinely are, thinking of me. I'm just having a hard time thinking myself, and I need to put myself first. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make myself my number one priority. So I've been doing things to make me happy, even though they're quick fixes, or it's just something for in the moment, but one day at a time, and tomorrow is always going to be better, and I just have to work on it every day to make myself better. So that's what I'm working on. I'm rebuilding my life from the ground up, essentially, and that's all I can do for today, and that's what I'm going to keep doing tomorrow, is just keep building myself up every day and putting a little bit more faith back into my confidence, and really just trying to get through it sober. That's the number one priority. Should be everybody's number one priority, but that's mine. And just making it the next 24 hours. So it's been a roller coaster. I can definitely tell you that, but I'm just glad that I've got today, and tomorrow's not promised, so I gotta make the moment of every part of my day, but I hope everybody else is doing well. I hope 2021 is working out better for them. It's been a good year so far. I mean, I really can't complain. Like, I don't have a lot of horrible things happening, and they're all self-induced. We create our own demons, right? So I'm just trying to deal with mine at the moment. So I hope everybody else is well, and I hope everything else is going good with their life. And tomorrow's a new day, so I'm gonna make it a new one. Talk to you later.